Alright guys, came in here for lunch today and came downstairs to feed Diesel, and he was looking pretty good. It's been a while since I've shown him to you guys, so figured I'd take a quick video of him, give you a little update on how he's doing. Anyway, he's in a 240-gallon tank to himself, and he seems to have pretty well fully recovered from having his jaw broken and dismembered. You can see, if he can stop chasing after me, how that looks. Now that that's healed up. Anyway, he's doing well. He still eats pretty decent. He doesn't power the food down like he used to, but he does eat pretty good. Still a lot of aggression. This will be probably, I don't know, I've kind of got mixed emotions on it. This is probably going to be his permanent home, this tank here. I think that he would do just fine in the big tank, and he'd be able to fend for himself. He's got a lot of power in those jaws still. He actually hit the hose the one night when I was vacuuming this tank, and there was enough power behind that bite that I know that he'd have no problem fending for himself. But yeah, I think that this is just probably where he's going to end up staying, though. He's worth devoting a tank to himself, and that gives me a little more of an option on what to do with that big tank. I've currently got several Umbees growing out in it and other tanks throughout the house. So anyway, when a little female emerges from one of those groups, I'll probably end up stuffing her in here with him. Just give him some companionship so he's not in here by himself. And then once she starts getting quite big, I'll probably take her out and start over again. What I don't want to happen is to injure the other half of his jaw that he still has. So that's kind of my reasoning for not putting him in the big tank, because I don't want him to get in a tussle with something else and having something lock onto that jaw, and I'm sure it's quite a bit weaker than it would be. Kind of see if I can get. Okay, that's what it looks like. You can see it hasn't affected his personality at all. He's quite a bit smaller now than he was when he was in the big tank. He's lost quite a bit of bulk while I was treating him. He ended up fasting for over a month. And then I started feeding him a little bit again, but I wanted to get him onto the 10mm NLS. It's just got some percentages that I think are better for a predatory fish like this that's of this age. And he didn't accept them all that readily, so he took quite a while to get onto them, and he's finally eating those well. So now I've really upped the food intake, and he eats a staple of the 10mm NLS along with some freeze-dried krill maybe twice a week, and then some tilapia that I feed probably 3 or 4 times a week. And it's only been about a week that he's really begun to really like those pellets. So anyway, keep this short and sweet. Maybe play with the algae magnet for a second. So you guys can see that jaw structure. Still a hell of a nice fish. Nothing wrong with this guy at all. it's not an ideal situation, but he is still my favorite fish. So you can see he's a big boy. He's probably nearly 4 inches thick, close to 8 inches deep, about 19 inches long. So now that he's eating a little better, I expect that he'll kind of start to pack on the size again. I don't think that he'll reach the same potential that he would have had that jaw not been broken, but he's going to be plenty big enough for sure. He's already a massive fish, so I love his attitude. Anyway, that's about it for now, so thanks for watching and stay tuned.